This video is sponsored by PoketownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Are you looking for that last card to complete your deck or just to get the latest booster pack in town on TCGO? Well, they have everything. Use the coupon code ZapDoesTCG and get 5% off your next order. Also, this video is sponsored by CardsMarket.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can get booster packs, even old school cards like this cool Mr. Mime over here, so be sure to check it out on CardMarket.com. Last but certainly not least is going to be yourplaymat.com. This is a website where you're able to create your own unique custom playmat. Get your own unique custom playmat right now by clicking the link in the description below or using the coupon code ZapDoesTCG10YP and get 10% off your order when creating your own unique custom playmat for the new season. Anyhow, thanks for sticking around on the commercials. I'll see you guys very shortly. Peace. Sup YouTube, it's ZapDoesTCG here and welcome back to our TCG deck profile video on my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Regidrago. Regidrago is an awesome one prize deck, and if you are hyped for one prize decks in general, be sure to let me know by destroying the hell out of the like button. You get daily Pokemon TCG content on here, so be sure you are subscribed as well. And I'm very looking forward to talking about Regidrago because I like the deck a lot. So first of all, let's just talk about the main attacker, shall we? This is going to be Regidrago, ladies and gentlemen. Regidrago is a one prize Pokemon. Dragon types are now back, having zero weakness, zero resistance, but it's gonna be fantastic to try this out. Hammer in, 30 damage for 2 colorless energy. That's not the attack we're focusing on. We're gonna be checking out Dragon Energy. Yeah, the dragons are back and they have energy, 240 damage for only 3 energies. This makes me think that it's even better than the amazing rare Reshiram back in the day because it's not that awkward of a energy cost. Grass, fire, very easy to make sure we can do that. We have, of course, Cherrim in the format. More about that later to just set this up in one blow. 240 damage and minus 20 for every damage counter on this Pokemon. Let's say the opponent plays a Bazillion Zigzagoon and you already got some damage onto it. You can use Scoop on that to get rid of that, or most of the time you probably will get one-shotted. And I do think that Dragon Energy is super solid. Not only can you two-shot all the VMAXs in town, like all of them, you also can one-shot most evolving VMAX Pokemon, like the V Pokemon, the basic ones. So you can one-shot Shadow Rider Calyrex V, you can one-shot Rapistrek Urshifu V, you can one-shot Rayquaza V, you can one-shot Zacian V. So the attack, damage output is super solid and I like the card a lot. The only problem is its consistency issues here and there. That's why it's a rogue deck, and I love rogue budget decks like this because sometimes they work out. Sometimes you have like a first turn Cherubi, you have your Cinccino's up and rolling, a first turn Snorlax and stuff, and the opponent will be afraid because the following turn you can threaten like Bossasaurus, Dragon Energy, 240 on their V Pokemon that they want to be evolving. So that's why I think it's a very solid card in general. Okay. So what else is in this list? You might wonder. We also have another attacker here, but before we talk about the other attacker, we need Cherrim here. Cherrim is the card from Battle Styles, allowing you to use as many grass energies from the hand and accelerate them to your Pokemon that don't have any rule boxes. In this list, the only Pokemon with a rule box is Crobat V, but that's just for consistency issues, so we can draw some more cards and just dig for the cards we need. But Spring Bloom, very solid, being able to accelerate the energy, so you're going to be attacking with Regidrago in no time. You attach a fire energy from your hand to Regidrago, use the Spring Bloom to accelerate 2 grass, and out of nowhere, 240. Very solid damage output, cannot stress that out enough. We also have Tapu Bulu in here. You might say, why are we running Tapu Bulu? Well, the reason for that is the 160 damage output with Nature's Judgment. 80 damage, and you may discard all energies. You don't have to do that. And then you're actually going to be able to slap 160, enough to one-hit KO Umbreon VMAX, because, funny enough, Umbreon VMAX is weak to grass. Also, Galarian Moltres V is weak to grass, so having, of course, the grass element in your deck is going to help out against those archetypes for sure. You also might think about the new Tropius or Kangaskhan or any revenge attacker, which for 2 energy slaps 120, but I find it enough to just focus on Regidrago and Tapu Bulu in this list. We also have Cinccino, the very cool Make Do ability. Discard a card from hand and then you can draw 2 cards. For every Cinccino you have in play, so you can dig for your resources. The cool thing I love is early game getting rid of an energy because you can get it back instantly with Training Court or, of course, the energy retrieval, which is in here, so or even Ordinary Rod. So most of the time you probably in the early game will discard energies. If you discard Pokemon, you can also get them back with Ordinary Rod. The cool thing I also love with Cinccino is that sometimes you attack with it. You can use Energy Assist for 40 damage, and you can attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. This is in emergency situations where you don't find your training card or your energy retrieval. They might all be prized or all have been used or discarded with research. You can use the Energy Assist to actually get a fire energy from the discard pile onto your Regidrago so you can attack with it the following turn. So Cinccino is a solid card all around, and I don't know if you've noticed, but we're running a 4-3 line of Cinccino. I couldn't find room for more Cinccinos, and that's why there's only a 4-3 line. But we do have 2 Ordinary Rod to make sure we can get them back if they have been discarded early on. And the cool thing is that Cinccino has 90 HP, Cherrim has 80 HP, so that means Level Ball is broken, and Level Ball gets almost all these support Pokemon out of the list. Minccino, Cinccino, Cherubi, Cherrim, it's gonna be possible with Level Ball. On the other hand, also 4 Quick Ball, very cool because we can search out Tapu Bulu here. We also are able to search out our Regidrago here, which is a very solid card for sure. That's our main attacker, so yeah. I really found of the Quick Ball because it also thins out the hand, so you can use Gormandize until your heart's content. Gormandize allows you to draw cards until you have 7 in the hand, but it does end your turn and Snorlax needs to be in the active position. That's why we're also playing some Scoop Out Nuts and the Air Balloon in here to make sure we can make that happen most of the time. Tapu Bulu has a 2 retreat cost, the Cherubi and Minccino have a 2 retreat cost. The Regidrago, however, has a 3 retreat cost, so that's why there's some Scoop Up Nuts in here, just because of Snorlax also having a 3 retreat cost. Snorlax, on the other hand, can also be an attacker. If you want to have that paralyzation way of going, you can go about it as well, but I wouldn't recommend it. But this could also technically be your like 5th attacker if like all your ordinary rods are priced. Then, for the last Pokemon in the list is a Crobat V. It's just mandatory, I think, in a list like this. Sometimes you think, I'm gonna go full one prize mode. That could be possible only with Inteleon engines, because Inteleon can use Drizzle. Actually, the Sobble can evolve into Drizzle, find research. In this situation, you can brick entirely, so that's why we need that Crobat, and so you can dig for resources. Also very cool in the late game to just scout and just try to find your boss's orders for game. So I really like the one-off Crobat in here, definitely in the late game, and I don't know if you noticed, they either need to knock out 6 Pokemon, or they need to knock out like 4 Pokemon and a Crobat, so that means 5 Pokemon. So I don't mind the Crobat too much. ADP is also gone, so it's not gonna be like, oh, they're gonna be taking 3 prize cards on a Crobat thanks to Ultra Creation. No longer possible. I know Urshifu is still an annoying threat because Mew of Unbroken Bonds is gone. But yeah, I definitely want to have some extra consistency. Consistency in a trading card game is key. Talking about consistency, we have 4 Quick Ball and 4 Lava Ball to just scout out all the Pokemon you see above. And then for recovery, we have Ordinary Rod, which can shuffle back the Crobat sometimes, can shuffle back the Snorlax, can shuffle whatever you need, as well as the basic energies, which are more important because with Make Do, you discard some stuff, then you can get it back with Ordinary Rod, and you need to dig through your deck to find your fire energies. There's only 3 fire energies in here. So yeah, let's just hope you can find them. Maybe you can add it up to 4 if you have troubles finding your fire energies. But on the other hand, you can also early lead with Tapu Bulu here, so that could also be an option. But we also have the EXP share, so if you ever find your fire energy and there's 1 in the discard pile, only 1, you're gonna have a good time because you have Training Court to get it back from the discard pile, you have Energy Retrieval to get it back from the discard pile, Ordinary Rod shuffling it back in the deck, and EXP share if it's on equipped on a bench Pokemon. If your active is knocked out, you can absorb that fire energy or maybe a grass energy depending on what you're willing to do. Cards I'm thinking about in this list, Energy Surge could be nice, a 4th Fire Energy could be nice. It is all up to your personal preference, but this is a list I really like. The reason that there's only 3 Fire Energies is that you have Gormandize, Make Do, Research, so that's a way you can dig for your Fire Energy. Also, the cool thing about this list is that you also are able to rely on Bruno here. If one of your Pokemon got knocked out during the opponent's last turn, you can actually draw 7 cards when shuffling your hand into the deck, which is definitely very strong because you're a 1 prize deck. Most of the time there will be a KO here. Why not 4 copies of Bruno? And the early lead, you don't want to use Bruno. You either want to use Marnie, getting a fresh hand of 5, or Research to dig through your resources. Don't worry about discarding energies. As mentioned, Energy Retrieval, Ordinary Rod, Training Core. You can get your energies back faster than you can count. That's how it is. And also Chaotic Swell is gone. And the post-rotation format, don't worry about stuff. And also, if you want to know, there's 2 Marnies here. If I'm up front on the card here, it's going to be 2 copies. But as mentioned, Chaotic Swell is gone, so Training Core can come into play and immediately find an energy, and sometimes it even sticks in play against decks like Shadow the Calyrex VMAX. It also stays in play. That means you can make full use of this, and it's gonna be awesome. And why are there 3 copies of Boss's Orders in this list? I'm glad you asked. The reason for that is that you can hunt after 2 prize support Pokemon, and you also are able to hunt after a VMAX you just tried 2-shot. That means you need your Boss's Orders. Sometimes you get rid of one with Research. We no longer have Mewtwo from Unbroken Bonds with the Scoop Up Nut, so you can get some of your resources back. Bind Report. We also don't want to be running Eldegoss in this list, so 3 copies is going to be the way for sure in this list. And that's it. This is Regidrago. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to let me know by destroying the hell out of the like button. Helps out in so many ways, and I'm a huge fan of Regidrago, and hopefully you guys will test it out yourself. Also, big shout out to my sponsors, yourplaymat.com. If you are interested to create your own unique custom playmat, click the link in the description below to get 10% off your order. They ship worldwide. Get that custom playmat for the new season. BowtownStore.com. If you're looking for TCGO code cards, they have Evolving Skies, so be sure to head over to the website. If they are out of stock, they will have new ones later on, so be sure to refresh every now and then. Yeah, every day you can just refresh and see if they have codes, and use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for a freaking 5% off your complete order. That's gonna be good if you want to be making all these new decks that I'm posting on this channel. And then last but not least is cardmarket.com. The European platform that is the best out there. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. Anyhow, have yourself a fantastic day. Test out Regidrago. It's ridiculous. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.